Okay, today is Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. We buried my cousin today. Sorry, I've been gone a while. Life and the training and all the things that's going on currently. Lots of things going on currently. So the funeral was today. Emotionally, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Since being vegan, I'm a little bit more sensitive. I'm not sure if I like it. I know that it's healthy, but I'm not sure if I like it that much. So, working on feeling all the things and embracing what I feel. That's a whole thing. Training's going fine. We launch on, or go live, go live is June 16th. So getting ramped up for that. I think we have like a quiz coming up in regard to what's going on in training and making sure we're learning and all the things. So there's that. That's all for that. I think it's Friday, maybe. We have all next week to train. I'm excited. Like, we got to meet the client, I think it was Tuesday, and just super supportive. They seem very attentive, and it seemed like they want that program to be successful in regard to for the customers and things of that nature. So that's really very exciting. Sometimes in medicine, the bottom line in all areas of medicine, not just pharmaceuticals. So the bottom line is very important, and it is at for this particular drug, but at the same time, it also seems like the patients are also important as well. So that's cool. Still fasting. So I'm not gonna put a stop date on it. Today I actually felt like eating, but I pulled back, number one, because I felt like it was like an emotional, like trying to deal with all the emotions for the day, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the watermelon that I saw was already cut up didn't look that good, and that's what I want. And then the pineapple also looked a little suspect. So those two reasons I didn't just want to reach out and eat, just because I'm emotionally a little bit raw, if you will. This will be my girls. I'm at my girls' house, but they are in St. Louis. The Kendrick Lamar concert is tonight, and my baby is a huge fan. So she's there doing that. And then she's visiting her aunt. She has two of them in St. Louis, but I think they only have time to pop in on one, just because they arrived a little bit before the concert. So that's a thing. Grateful for that. They've been planning this for a long time. So there's that. And then so I am here. The first time I have had to grieve what I feel like is a major loss, I had community. It's a lot different now. So number one, actually feel, only because my health is different. Like the being cleaner as a vegan, I remember even my first 6 months of being vegan, emotions were just heightened. I feel like it was just different. Maybe the first year, I'd say 6 months. Let's go with 6 months. Just because I can't remember exactly. But I feel like when you clean out I wouldn't say that mine is like totally running towards like completely healthy, because I was in a pretty rough state at the time. I still was like grieving very heavily for my grandmother. So I really feel like being vegan has helped that a bit, and actually feeling so to actually, not that I don't have feelings, that's weird to say, but this time it's just very, very raw. I'm not used to all of the feelings, coupled with the new job, coupled with all the other millions of things that I have to do. I've also been very thankful and very grateful. I think I'll have to look back at this moment in time, like this little encapsulated piece of time, and get like everything processed. I think that's like an introvert thing maybe, but get everything processed, only because I am Christian. I am saved. I love Jesus. And he has been very, very gracious and very merciful and very kind and very he's being very God right now. He is just being awesome. And there's a huge change in the seasons for me. I've had a rough, I don't know, probably 7 years, somewhere in there. It's been very rough. Just all the going throughs and doings and all the things. And so right now, I'm just so grateful for the grace and the mercy that I've received, only because like I'm fully aware of who I am. Well, okay, not saying I'm not fully aware, but he's always like doing the things that we don't deserve in a very unlikely and unexpected time. I can remember times in my walk where I would consider myself pretty good and obedient and all the things, right? All the church going things, and there was some favor then for sure. I won't say that I wasn't in a good space in that regard, but I feel like when it feels like it's undeserved in a respect, then it hits different. So I'm just like I am in awe of all the moving and doing that he's done, and I really appreciate that grace right now. It just it's comforting, and I say that only because the grieving right now is very uncomfortable, especially without community, I won't say community. I just had so much to do today. There's a lot going on. So technically I could be with family somewhere, right? But I had a lot of like stuff to do while I had this day off, and maybe I'm running from some of the grief. That could be some of it, but I still had a lot to do. So I just want to throw that in there. I'm just grateful for this space, whatever this is, whatever it looks like, to be in this space. I'm very grateful for all of the things. So I have this very raw emotions of losing somebody that was important. All your family is important. But losing a very amazing person. And then I'm family, so I don't know how he is to other people, but some people might have experienced him a little bit differently. But for me, he's my cousin, and I'm going to miss him a lot. I'm going to miss him a lot. So not done fasting. I don't know when I'm gonna be done fasting. I think there's this thing in my brain. You know how they say like it takes 30, 60, 90 days or something to form a habit, or to have a habit, to make a new habit. That's what it is. And so I feel like my brain is in habit mode. And even though I felt like eating today, I stopped myself. I think I would have been sore disappointed behind this watermelon that I had my eye on. So usually in the grocery store when they have the cut up watermelons, and this is not all the time, this is just sometimes, it's from like somebody who had the butcher cut it open and then decided against it because it wasn't quite sweet enough. Which probably would have been fine for me based on my taste buds and based on my fast and based on the fact that I haven't chewed anything in a very long time. I did have smoothies today. I had Remedy and I have coconut water. So I'm plenty grateful and thankful for that. Maybe I should have ate, and I don't know, but I didn't want to like emotionally eat. Does that make sense? Like I know it's just watermelon and I know it's just pineapple, but I feel like if I wasn't so emotionally raw, I wouldn't have even reached for it. And I feel like I'm familiar with me enough to know the difference. So I'm going to give it another few days. I'm going to go get some peaches. There's a truck. It's a fruit truck. And they usually bring like whatever's in season up here. And so I'm going to get some peaches on the 8th. And I believe the 8th. I don't know. Anyway, so technically, I don't know what day I'm on. I think I would have landed on day, I'll have to count. I don't know. But I know I haven't eaten anything at all, like chewed anything at all since March 10th. And technically I started March 1st. And then a few days I ate raw, which is why you have the start date of the 10th, because I don't count it. So one of the days on March, whatever the day was, I ate a salad, so it was raw. And then another day on the weekend for sure, I know because I worked at said major retailer. So I ate a salad then. And then the next week went fine. I picked up the girls from the airport and they wanted bibimbap. So it was like high raw because I think the broccoli was cooked or something. So I had the bowl of bibimbap, and then that following, so that might have been like the March 5th or 6th or something like that when I picked the girls up. And then that weekend I had like a veggie wrap from Jimmy John's, minus all the things that aren't vegan, basically. And I think I may have added a couple of things that aren't on there, but it was raw. So I don't count the whole first 2 weeks of March because I juiced most of those days, like out of the 9. So March 1 through March 9. I juiced most of those days, but I ate something raw on random days that week, which is why I don't count those days. So, I'm hoping to be done maybe the 8th. I'm going to bring the peaches over to my girls. My youngest loves peaches. It's going to be peaches, and I think they got some blackberries too. I might get some blackberries, but I don't know. So the youngest loves peaches, so I'm going to divvy those up between the two of us. I'm going to clean them and wash them and then divvy those up as to how many she wants. Get some put up for her, and then obviously my portion. I should do that. At any rate, let me think what else. Still fasting. That's it. I think that's all the update. Okay. That is Bo, aka Onyx, aka Onyx is not his name, but that's what I call him sometimes. And he is normally not very affectionate, so I don't know what his deal is, but whatever. I think that's it. I don't have anything else going on. I'm continuing on said apartment home search. I found one that was perfect, but it was over budget. So I came out of that mission. I thought it was in budget based on the post. So the information that was posted online. And then when I was shown the apartment, I was made aware of additional fees that wasn't on the post. So that was a little disheartening because the apartment was actually perfect. But because it had amenities that I never find anywhere else. So 2 of the amenities, even though I'm raw, I want a gas stove. I just prefer them. And then it had washer and dryer in unit, which means I wouldn't have to leave to wash clothes, which I thought would be amazing. And here, I feel like there's not many places where I can have everything I want. Every place that I've been is missing something and or is not in my budget. And this one was in my budget. Some time ago, my wallet was stolen, lost, whatever you want to call it. So I did get my driver's license today. Got it replaced. It's been gone for a very long time. And then I also did get, I had to get my tags updated. So I also got my tags updated today. And that was an experience. In addition to the funeral, I'm just grateful to not be riding around on expired tags. It's a relief. Oh, Lord have mercy. I live in a suburb, or I used to live in a suburb in the area where I live. And in said suburb, they are very particular about how you ride around. So while other parts of the city are okay with their tires, well, not okay, but you're less likely to get pulled over for said offense because it is illegal to ride around with expired tags. So while other parts of the city are a little bit more lenient, this particular part of the city is not. So I had a run-in with the police that are not lenient. Actually, I had 2 run-ins. The first one, he was not gracious at all. He's the one that wrote the tickets. The second one, I think it's Officer Hartcliffe or something like that. One lady is a young gun. He's very handsome, very handsome. And he was like, "You already have tickets. I'm not writing any more tickets. Just get them updated as soon as you can." And I don't know that that's his name, but he's amazing. I'm so grateful for the grace, because he could have just wrote the tickets and called it good. My contacts came today. I had to order new contacts. That's a thing. I really want some glasses though, guys. I'm getting up there. I can't see, and I need reading glasses. Speaking of reading glasses, I bought another couple pair because it's kind of nice to have a couple pair handy. Because I was running around with one pair, and I was always laying them down and misplacing them and all the things. But I bought a couple pairs today, but I feel like my eyesight is better on some days than others. And I feel like that is directly contributed to the fast. Like, I feel like my body is trying to heal all sorts of things, which is good. I like that. Yes, I like that. So, I don't know. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to do. I'm gonna get a weight picture soon. Well, as soon as I'm done with the fast. Oh, I probably won't be done on the 8th. What's today? 4th? Maybe I will. I don't know. I'll check back in. I'm gonna take a picture of my weight. So you can see at the end of the fast what that came out to be. And that's it. I don't really have anything else. I know I'm not gonna be done fasting tomorrow. I picked up oh, that doesn't mean anything, but I picked up, what I mean is, because I picked up coconut water and remedy today. And so my brain is like, well, you picked up stuff, but I drink that even when I'm not fasting. That's what I meant by that doesn't mean anything. So I drink coconut water even when I'm not fasting, and I drink remedy when I'm not fasting. So that doesn't mean anything, but I know that that's going to contribute to tomorrow's Thursday and Friday, because I work Thursday and Friday. So I'm gonna take them to the office and put them in the fridge and drink those, and probably get some tea and a smoothie or something, juice, who knows. So, but yeah, I'm curious about this reading eyesight thing, because sometimes I can see and sometimes I can't. So I'm grateful. Like, if I don't need reading glasses, to God be the glory, because I don't want to need them. But sometimes I can't. I'm like, I can't see. So I don't know. Let me think. I don't think there's anything else. I'm gonna make some more shorts, because I have some short rants that just make sense in my head and may not resonate with anyone else. But I want it. So we shall see. I don't know. That's it. Thanks for watching my videos and coming along for the journey and all the things. I think I'm gonna put my email in the description box. If you want to talk like anything vegan or all things fasting for about an hour, or whatever that looks like, that's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna start like coaching. I don't know. We shall see. There's some things in the works, but I think at least to have, like, I don't even know that the people that are attached to me, I don't know that they need coaching so much. Sometimes you just need a sounding board. Like, what do you think of this? Or what do you think of that? Because in this community, especially being chocolate and or minority in this community, you kind of have to find your way. Like, listen to your body, see what your body says, and go that way. Like, that's basically what you do. That's been the best formula for the vast majority of us. Because just because it works for somebody else doesn't mean it's gonna work for you, you know? So I feel like listening to your body, trying things very gently, and moving in that direction is probably gonna say, you know, it's gonna be that space where you can kind of say, hey, what do you think about this? Or blah, 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 right? So if, say you're a beginner vegan, because at this point, like, I didn't start this way. I didn't start raw. You're a beginner vegan, you know, I'm typically either gonna recommend one of the two extremes. So I'm gonna either recommend a really, really good juice fast out the gate, because some people can just lock in and get it done, and or I'm gonna tell you to swap, meaning if you're craving it in its normal form, then just find it in your area where you live, where they make it in vegan. Like, don't clean, just follow your cravings. So if you want tacos, find vegan tacos in your city. That, you know, it's either one of the two. I can say for sure that the cravings got less painful on the inside of you because your body is telling you what to eat. So your cravings get less painful when you clean out. Like when you clean out, it's less cravings. If you crave anything after you clean out, it's because you smelled it. So you remember, like your brain remembers what Chipotle tastes like. So if you walk in and they're frying fresh steak to put in the little cube thing that they put it in on the hot plate or whatever, your brain remembers. But it's harder when your brain remembers and your inside is craving. Like it's a whole different ball game. Right now, I don't crave anything after being vegan for 3 years. I don't crave anything that's not vegan. But that's from a lot of cleaning and a lot of fasting. Gotta keep in mind that I fast on a regular basis, not just large fasts. Like I do a short fast every month. So the more you clean out, especially with parasites and all the things, and I can tell you what I did, and I can tell you who I bought it from and all the things, you just gotta have to find your path. I even bought a little one-day cleanse from Amazon, I think. It didn't work as good as Peculiar People, though, as far as the one-day cleanse. So the cleaner you get, the less the cravings come from the inside. If your transition is contingent on who you are. So I don't recommend very hard things in the beginning if that's not your speed. Versus some of us are kind of a little bit extremist, me. So I did a little bit of both. I did swaps. I'm really simple. I did swaps a little bit. And I feel like that worked on cravings that I couldn't deal with. But again, the more you clean out, the less you crave. Now I crave vegan food all the time. I don't crave anything else. Anyway, I'll put my email down there to see if anybody just wants to talk vegan for a little bit. If it turns into coaching, like the first time, it's like meet and greet. The vast majority of it will be like, what's your name? What's your favorite color? Because I like all that stuff. And I like to know all the variables about your family dynamic and those kinds of things. Like what your support system is going to look like. Even though I had no support system. But everybody's built differently. So when I went vegan, it was just me. I didn't have a coach. I just figured it out. And I still don't know other vegans. I do have things set up where I'm supposed to go meet with other vegans and see if I can make friends and things. So we'll do that. But it's just me. I had to figure it out and kind of make my way. So I want to know what you have to work with in that regard and stuff like that. So I don't think the first couple hours count because it'll just be me asking questions and you asking questions. After we have that get to know you session, there's probably going to be a charge, but I haven't worked out any logistics as far as coaching is concerned. I think it would be a good idea. We'll see. Other than that, that's it. That's all I got today. And I'll make more videos more consistently. I think I've been saying that. I'll make more videos more consistently here in the future. But for now, it's kind of hit and miss. A lot of balls in the air. Like, since the girls are in St. Louis at the concert, I had to come over here. So, out of all the things I did, funeral, driver's license plates, assortment, like I went to Walmart a couple of times because I went there the first time, was one track and got some coconut water. Forgot that I needed a bunch of other stuff and then had to go back to Walmart. So, there's been like a lot of errands and things before and after the funeral that I had to kind of get done. So, just busy. I need to start making lists because my brain's not as, I don't remember as good as I used to. All right, I'm done talking. Have a good day.